Alrighty everyone, I'm back. I've got a little bit of hydration going. And now we need to see about decorating this little cozy cottage. Cabin or whatever we can call it. Now I'm thinking I would like to get a little table, maybe a few chairs in here, and then I would like to have a little couch situation as well. But first off, let me see if we can just clean out the inventory a tiny little bit, so that I can just have a little bit of space in which I can grab a few items to use. Of course, otherwise we're not going to be able to do any sort of decoration. I can't understand how it happens, but it does happen that the inventory is a mess. And even just if you have a look at my shulker boxes and my chests, everything is just a mess. Absolutely messy. Alright, so we can probably, I'm thinking of what we can use for decorations inside, and I guess we can make a few trapdoors. Then I also would like to have a few shelves, but spruce shelves this time. So then I'm thinking we can maybe have a cozy little table here in front of the window. Just like that. We can have a little chair on both sides. And I do really like using the shelves for backing for the chair. That does look, since I've tried it out on my starter house, that is really, I do like that for the backing of the chair. Then we can have maybe a little something. So we do have a lantern. So we sorted with light, because the fireplace and the lantern on the roof, that is going to definitely give us enough light in here. But I guess I need to maybe go grab a few paintings, maybe a few item frames, and pots, small pots, big pots, all of the pots. That would also be useful, I think. Let me clear out the inventory a little bit, and then we'll go back home, just grab a few things, and then we might be able to come and finish this little Christmas build. Alrighty, so we do have an item. We've got 6 paintings at least. How do we make an item frame? That is leather surrounded by sticks. We can just grab a few. I don't... do I have sticks somewhere? That's the other question. And I doubt it. Chisel bookshelves. That can... maybe a furnace or two. Maybe a... one of those. Make barrels. How do you make what do you call that thing? Are we gonna do a smoker? Definitely do a smoker instead of a furnace. So I mean, a smoker is like... you can grab a smoker, grab some item frames. 7, I think that should do, but we'll take more leather with us if we need to make more. Then we can definitely do so. We can maybe grab a few extra pots. See if we can make only one big pot will do. Then what else can we use for decoration? Flowers, maybe? Wait. Before I think of flowers, I think my... really? Come on. Few mushrooms. I do have leaves. I do have these. Maybe some lichen and pale hanging moss. I don't know where I'll use it, but we can maybe grab some. Definitely need a little bit of bone meal. And then what else? I'm not going to put too many flowers and things in there, but we could maybe try something. The flowers. That should do. I can't remember if there was anything else I would have liked to take with me. All right, I think let's go back to the cabin and just use what we've got. See how far we can get. See how pretty we can make it look. Well, now it's totally dark. I don't know if there's anybody who's going to sleep. I know we've got a few beds available to us. We can just do a little sleepy over here. I must say, flying into this area, this little build is looking so cool. I know it's not the biggest build out there, it's not the prettiest maybe, but it's mine, and it's totally awesome in my opinion. I mean, I don't need anybody to verify my opinion, because that's the thing about an opinion. An opinion is just that, an opinion. Let's see, I was thinking, now can we see what else can we try in there? I do like this, but it's just a little bit light maybe. Should we just rather do paintings? Let's see if we do a painting up there, what that looks like. Just use a log to do this. Alright, that one will do. Over here we can maybe have a few villages. And then no. Why? Why do you need to do that to me? Ah, that will work. Well, we've got that. Alright, that works. Then over on this side, let's see, will it work if we put a little campfire underneath? Yes. That works. We can see if we can maybe just maybe grab a few of these and not there. Come on. Don't be like that. Like so. That looks cool. Gonna take a nap. Have a great stream, everyone. Thank you, Batty Bird. Thank you, Batty, for popping in. And thank you for being a regular. I mean, you're definitely not on every stream, which I don't expect either. But thank you for the times that you do pop in. Even if you're just lurking, I do love having you here. So enjoy your nap. And we'll maybe talk again tomorrow. Let's do a little... Can we put that pot there and then maybe have a small pot on top, and we can have a little bit of a flowering azalea in there. I know it's sort of in front of the painting, but that's alright. Doesn't bother me at all. Bothers you? Well, this is my build. Even though if it does really bother you, you can tell me and we can maybe do a little something about it or move it or something. But I think that's all right. Not going to... And then I'm looking for a spruce sapling. Just going to look nice in there. Maybe we can put a lantern. I know we don't need extra light, but we can put a lantern up there. And then we can... maybe get a little bookshelf. That's why I brought the paper and the leather. Of course we can maybe just grab a book or so that we can put something into that chiseled bookshelf. Just like so. Then what can we do on top of the bookshelf? Hey, that looks like the tree sitting on top of the bookshelf. That's awesome. Alrighty. Then, let's see what else we can do. Got 4 more trapdoors. So can we... well, 4 is not going to work. Yes, I would ideally... well, we can do something like this. Then we can grab a slab for in the middle. That works, and then let's grab some cherry saplings. I think cherry. Oh, how about we do a birch sapling up there? Do a birch sapling in there for a change. Alrighty. So this is starting to look like something. Then I do want to get a little maybe a little corner chair in here. Yes, so just throw these things in here for now. And then grab a bed, and we need another one. 3 wool. Alrighty, so I'm thinking we do these 2 beds like so. Then maybe thinking that it's time to sleep. let's just sleep before the monsters come out. Right. Now we'll need to do a little bit more trapdoors. As always, these spruce trapdoors, you can never, ever, ever have enough of them, can you? They're so useful, but now I don't want this to be too sprucey. I think we can do that for a little bench. Or should we rather do... I don't know if this will work. If we use the spruce signs instead of the trapdoors. I think the sign will work nicely on this side. That looks alright. This is a nice cozy little seating area in front of the fireplace. I think this is looking absolutely gorgeous. Now maybe on that side we can that's not gonna work. That's not going to work. How about we grab a few barrels, and to do barrels I'm going to need more slabs. Now I know I can easily make slabs. I just want to try and use a little bit of the resources that I've already got, just so that I can kind of reduce the number of different items that I've got all over the place. And then maybe I have a barrel in the corner over here. Well, now, Seribot, you are a busy bee. Just perfect. I'm happy you're here, and I am happy you are doing what you're doing. Alright, then. Do have a few leaves, so we can do that. I know, it's hiding the painting, but it's not the worst thing in the world, is it? Maybe let's... Did I put away the paintings? Don't tell me I've used all the paintings. No, I didn't. Quick shower and you'll be back fully. That's 100%. And it does look good. I think so too. But I should stop, because I think I'm going over the top again. Or not as much over the top. But I think I'm as usual, I tend to do more than what's needed, I think. But I just want to put a few shelves in there. Then I think I'm pretty much good with the progress. We have a row of shelves over there, and maybe we can do the whole 3, 6, 9, so 5 and 5. Right, let's do that. And let's just make a little space. can throw these in there. Just to kind of bring the Christmas decoration idea inside as well. Then maybe another shelf, and in this shelf we can put a few no, it shouldn't be that low. It needs to be up there. There we are just going to put a couple of saplings just to add a little more something to the walls. Let's do this rather. So we can rocket in there. Just for a little bit of Christmas flair. It looks good and cozy. I do 100% agree with you. And you know what? When I actually started, I do want to change this painting. Let's just see if we can get a too tall. That one will do. Yes, I look, to be brutally honest, right when I started with this build, I struggled with it a little bit in the beginning because I didn't really know where we will go with it. But now that I'm getting to a point where I can say it's getting finished, I do like it, but I think I'm going to need to make one more trip. Of course, we're going to need, I want to maybe get some green or lime green carpet. And the idea with the carpet is to just scatter them around. Now the thing is, I don't think I've got any more carpets lying around. So I might have to go buy a little bit of wool. Good. It's going to work. Then we can get a little bit of a... Do I have a... I was sure I had. No. Oh, but I can do this. This can work. There you go. Hey, Dad. All right, everyone. I think this is looking so cozy. Geez, I need a screenshot of this. What's the perfect angle? Maybe like right here. I do especially like this build in at night time. It's really cozy. Will it look odd? I do. This because it does look like a little bit of decorations, maybe? Alright, oh my goodness, look at the night sky. Let's see, let's come this way. Looks so cool. Alright, I think, personally, I believe I can call this done. I'm not going to, I think anything else that I can do here is just going to maybe make it look a little bit overdone. So I'm going to leave it at that. I think I'm going to leave it at that. This is looking really nice and cozy. And it's just my small little contribution to the Winter Wonderland. I mean, this is me. This is me. Not, well, I want to say I'm not one for overcomplicating things, but I think this has already been overcomplicated a little bit against what I first had in mind when I thought of building a little something here. So I was I was originally going to build the same dimensions as the original wall, but I found out that I wasn't even okay. Now I guess it's time to clean up. Now cleaning up is another process. And I think I must just take these shulkers, maybe get another shulker or two. So we can just throw everything in there. We can go, when we go back to the house, we can just sort out these things. Oops. Still need to clear that chest out. Alrighty. So let's go home. I do want to see if we can spend a little time gathering some diamonds, because I do need a few diamonds as well for a little project thingy that I'm thinking of doing, but I'm going to need a pretty decent amount of diamonds for that. So let's quickly jump back home, and then we can sort out this chest monster. Misfit comes back, we will, of course we will go and show her the final product. I think we can just start clearing out these things. So all the wood blocks can come out. That's wood. More wood. Geez, how much wood did I take with me? Alright, spruce. Then we've got pearl oak. Didn't have dark oak. I didn't have jungle. Got a little bit of birch. Mangrove. There's the mangrove. Alright, and then do I have any stone blocks? Oh, there's more. Alright, stone, there's stone. Cobblestone. Cobblestone stairs. This can go in there. Oh, where's diorite going there. Okay, this can down here. Right, then do I have... This is quartz and calcite. Well, let's do all the white blocks can go in there. Jeez. Great things around so much. I am definitely very messy when it comes to my inventory. And anybody that disagrees, well, that's their prerogative to disagree. But alright, let's see if we can start clearing out these shulkers. Just try and get as much into one shulker as possible so that we can basically just put away the other ones. So these three are all three empty, so we can put them back where they belong. This one we can take to the other side of the house so that we can start clearing it up. Misfits, welcome back. I don't know what do you mean it happens? If you don't realize, I was talking to myself and enjoying talking to myself so much that I didn't catch when you said it happens. So I don't know in response to what that was. The inventory. Yes, the inventory situation happens too quickly and too easily. Minecraft really needs to do something about it. And the problem is always after doing a build or something, when you need to come and just sort out all your thingies, put everything where they belong, out of the way. Which always feels like such a massive job to do. But I guess it's not... Well, I'm almost done. I took the opportunity while you were not here to get bulk of it done, so that I don't bore you with the details. But now that you're back, maybe you can kindly guide and advise me. Eh? So I think I've told you we've got the Secret Santa project on the server, and I did draw a name. I need to put together a gift for somebody as part of the Secret Santa, and I'm you know, it would be easy to just add a few things to a chest and call it a gift. I want to put a little more effort, or not necessarily effort. I want to put a little more thought into the gift. But I'm a little bit lost. So I was wondering if maybe you might have some ideas for me as to what we can do in terms of gifts. The problem is obviously that a lot of the people on the server, and I think the person I picked as well, do pretty much that's the thing. This person pretty much has everything. So I was thinking, like, a bunch of diamonds is always welcome, especially on a server where you spend diamonds in the shopping district. But I don't want to only do like let's say I give him a stack of diamond blocks. That to me doesn't feel like there was much thought put into the gift. So you get what I'm saying. So I know everybody can use diamonds at any time, and it's always valuable. But I want to put a little bit of thought into it. Now, I can't really on stream say too much, because obviously a stream is not sort of a private conversation. Anybody can come into the stream at any time. Exactly. Everybody has more stuff than you. Now, on this server, I wouldn't say everybody has more stuff than me, but the specific person whose name I drew does have more stuff than me. And that makes it a little bit more difficult for me to think of a good gift. And I think also the thing is that you know, I've said it a lot before. I'm very much of a loner almost in this game, and as such, I haven't played with a lot of people before. And I don't know if you've noticed, when was it? Well, earlier in the stream when I gave those apples away, and then I think the previous stream on here on the SMP when I was speaking to Susie, I do really feel, I don't know if it's a little bit uncomfortable or if it's just awkward, but I feel my interactions with other people on the server, especially in the voice chat, it feels a little bit uncomfortable or awkward to me. I don't know why. Maybe it's just that I'm not used to it. Maybe it's just that I'm new at it. So that is still a little bit of a struggle, and that's why I enjoy this SMP, because the people on here are really welcoming and friendly and all that. So it makes it a little bit easier, but I still feel uncomfortable, and that's something that I need to work on. Misfits, I've known some of them from just from being in the same chat on other streamers' channels. So I don't know any of them personally. I think Delhi is also on this server, but the times that Delhi plays and I play are totally different, because you know the whole time zone situation. So Delhi will play when I am deep in sleep mode. So I guess he's probably the one that I've spoken to most. That's also on the server. And then Al and Chill Canada, he's also on here. But now usually he will be on here when I'm at work. So again, that's the whole time zone thing that sort of messes the collaborational things up a little bit. And I don't know, have you seen my little golem yet? Yeah, and that makes it hard too. I know personally I wouldn't do well on an SMP that wasn't family or someone I knew well. It does make it harder. It does, but I think what it does for me is just that help me look in real life. I'm not very um outgoing. I'm not very sociable, if we use that word. um I do find when I'm in conversation with someone, usually, well, if the conversation makes sense, then I have absolutely no issues saying my thing and all that. But I do find that I still feel awkward very easily in most situations. Where am I gonna go with these colored blocks? Maybe we should just start a new chest for the colored blocks. The ice can go in there. The snow at least. Alright, the inventory is looking good. It's looking much better. You just see I've got these bricks which can go in this chest. The barrels can go in this chest. And then the emeralds can just go back in the valuables. So I've got 21 blocks of diamonds. And I'm going to need more than that. Alright, Misfit, I don't think you've seen, or you've been on when I made this little corner. What do you think? I still need to find something to put on the table for decorations. But I just love this little guy. This little iron golem guy. I think he fits. I want to do a few more of them throughout this room. Now I was thinking this side I'm going to put a few bookshelves, make a little bit of a library area at the back here, and then just add a few couches in front here, just to do a little bit of inside decoration. But yes, like I said earlier, it's I find the inside decorations is usually a little bit of a challenge until you really get into it. Let's go and just see how is the Iron Farm doing? I haven't visited there in a long while. Hmm. Not too great, but at least it's something. Now, I haven't spent much time over here, and I still do love this start home. Every time I fly in here, it just looks so nice. Hmm. Which is the iron one? There we go. All right. All right, so let's quickly take another trip back to the um back to the little Christmas cottage. Just make sure that we are happy with how it came out. And I don't know, Misfit, any other ideas if I should put anything else here? I think this is good. I don't want to overcomplicate it. I think this looks nice, and then the inside also, this is nice and cozy. I was thinking of maybe grabbing a few, maybe lime green carpets, just mix that in on the floor. To do that, I'm going to need 5 diamonds. I so don't want to spend all my diamonds, but I guess it's for a good cause. I think the lime green is gonna work best. I do believe it's 5 diamonds per stack. I don't know whether or not that's expensive or not, but at least it's easier than to go and try getting the wool yourself. On my solo world, obviously I've got the wool farm, which gives me more wool than I know what to do with. But alright, let's quickly replace some of these with the green. Alrighty, so this is I'm gonna call this done. Unless there's anything specific, I think this is looking good, and I can, well, close off this chapter. Yes, Misfit, you're talking. You want to make a wool farm on your solar world. And the wool farms are really so easy to make. And you don't even need to do a big one. You can maybe have like 2 or 3 sheep in there. And then just, as you need different colors of wool, you can just dye the sheep different colors. You don't need to go all out and make a wool farm with 16 sheep. Like, I've made one with all the colors, all the sheep is in there. But that's not, I don't think that's strictly necessary. You can make one with like maybe 3 or 4 sheep and just color them or dye them according to the color of dye that you need. Now, grab a few of these. Just make a couple of torches. Alrighty. So, Misfits, I think I'm going to call it here for the night. I really, like I said earlier, I was the opportunity for the raid from Drac came a little bit unexpected. I wasn't really prepared for this stream. But I think I'm going to call it here for the night. I still have work tomorrow. And then thank you for joining me in the chat as always. I was so, I wouldn't say upset or disappointed, but I missed you in the chat yesterday. Even though Lucas and Suleiman kept me entertained for most of the chat, and I was only like digging the hole in the survival world. But I think if you pop in the next chat, I think tomorrow I might start a little bit earlier. But I'm thinking I want to no, don't be sorry, it's 100% alright. I just, like I say, I just missed you in the chat. But it's fine, you know, real life things, you have things to do, we all have things to do. Can't just hang out in other people's streams all day. But yes, so I think over the weekend I will either be in the solo world, and then I've got another idea of something that I might want to do, because I want to try at least once a week do a little how can I put it, exploring mods. So there's a few mods that I want to work on or make videos on. With my YouTube channel, the most of the growth on the YouTube channel has been from mod reviews and mod spotlights. So I was thinking that on stream maybe we can explore a few mods together and Well, for people that don't play with a lot of mods, that could just I think it could just be an interesting idea for a stream. So I'm thinking of maybe once a week doing something like that. But all right, let me get out of here. Misfits, thank you so much. I don't know, before I go, what is your plans for streams this weekend? Saturday or Sunday? Because I know you usually take one day off. I think you said tomorrow you guys are going to that little, to that place to find stocking fillers. So I don't know, what's your plans for streaming this weekend? Yes, you said you're going Christmas shopping tomorrow. All right. So then if I don't catch you in my stream tomorrow, I'll probably catch you on Sunday. You must enjoy your shopping, have a lovely weekend, and we will speak again very, very soon. Now, all right. Good afternoon, good evening, goodbye. Misfit, thanks again for the sub. I do appreciate it, and I'll speak to you soon.